Okay, so looking at this one, the first part they're asking is to what are the x-coordinates of the vertical asymptote? And so what we're basically to figure out the vertical asymptotes, the restricted values. So basically, you can't divide by zero. So you just look at the denominator and ask yourself what value of x would cause that to be zero, and that would be -3. So your answer is -3. Now be careful because sometimes they'll ask you to be a little bit more specific, and you're supposed to put x equals -3 to indicate the actual equation of that vertical asymptote. Now, the horizontal asymptote, what you have to do here is do the ratio test. And so here you look at the variables, and if the variables are the same, you take the ratio of the coefficients. So that'd be 5 divided by 1. So y equals 5 divided by 1, or just 5. Now, once again, I think you're just going to put 5 in this case, but sometimes you will put the y equals, so just kind of be careful. Um, the only other situation that you could come up with when it's when it's 0 is when the denominator power is bigger than the numerator power. So for example, um, if it would have been like 5 x over x squared plus 3, then it would have been at y equals 0. So whenever that power on top is smaller than the power on bottom, that's when you'll get the 0. But other than that, you'll do a ratio. Now there's another thing that can happen where the top power is bigger, but we're not going to discuss that in this course, so you don't have to worry about that. So those are the only two different things that could happen. This next part, they're just having you plug in some points and just kind of do a little algebra. So if you plug in -5, let's see, you would get -25 over -5 plus 3, which would be -2. And then the last thing you want to do is just clean that up to +25 over 2. They'd probably take 12.5 also if you were to put 12.5. Um, this one will plug in -2, so we'll get -10 over 1, and then that'll just simplify to -10. And then the last one, you plug in a 4, you'll get 20 over 7, and that would be your answer there, 20 over 7. Okay, so now as far as figuring out the graph, basically what's going to really help you is the asymptotes. You know, you have a vertical asymptote at -3, at x equals -3. So right then, it can't be A and it can't be C. So I know it's hard to see in the small graph and you can enlarge it when you're doing your homework, but basically you have a vertical asymptote right there at -3, and then our other one is at +5. So that's going to have to go with D right there. That goes with D. So our answer is D. Okay, so hope that helps.